the opening contest that Cerritos College had against Rio Hondo, where they shot an abysmal 30% from the field. And this is just a complete 360, if you will. And when you take a look at their shooting, boy, as long as they play a little bit more mentally sharp, I think that's the difference between a shooting night like Rio Hondo, where you lose by 10, and here tonight where they're leading by 19.
Falcon foul on Micah Wynn, who will check out of the game. That's number 3 on him. It'll be Glendale basketball under their own hoop. Thomas controls far side of the floor. Down on the block, Dylan Biggs working on Jeff Gonzalez. Biggs, a nice spin move to the bucket, and he's fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line for 2. Dylan Biggs, he's been a one-man show offensively tonight for Glendale. Looking a lot like Michael Wynn has through the first 8 games of the season versus Cerritos College, and that's a big reason why Glendale trails by 19 points with 6:36 left to go. It's been a one-man wrecking crew.
What's been encouraging for Glendale is that Dylan Biggs has the size and the athleticism to make it here for Glendale College. He is the lone sophomore for the ball clubs, 10.7 points per game for his basketball team, and he's well on his way to surpassing that tonight. A phenomenal day for Dylan Biggs.
Biggs 1 of 2 at the line, an 18-point lead for Cerritos College, 6.5 left to go. Douglas controls, will kick it back out to Jonathan Brown. In the corner, Merriweather. You got to figure at some point the Falcons will look to run some clock. Looks like that's what they're doing right here. Douglas, drive into the paint, kick it back out, LeFou over to Brown. Brown with 10 to shoot, controls to the near side of the floor. Brown will drive in to the bucket, and he'll get it to go off of the glass with the right hand. A 20-point lead, largest of the night for Cerritos College with 6 minutes left to go, 74-54. The Falcons lead the Vaqueros.
And in fact, I'm pretty sure that's their largest lead in any game this season. Chose a very good time to put up a very strong offensive performance.
Down on the block, Dylan Biggs stepped on the inline, out of bounds. A turnover for Glendale College. Watson will check in for Cerritos College. Gonzalez will take a breather and up by 20 with 5:47 left to go. You might not have to play guys like Wynn and Gonzalez down the stretch.
Yeah, no need to. Your backups have also played extremely well. Guys coming off the bench and continuing to contribute. Cerritos College has won the battle off the bench in the paint from beyond the arc, obviously, and then now here come the turnovers. Glendale committing 4 in just the last couple minutes.
LeFou will drive on his way to the bucket. He's swatted away by Dylan Biggs. It'll remain on the Falcons' end with 5:31 left to go, 20 to shoot. Anthony LeFou, freshman, going to see some quality time here down the stretch.
Well, Cerritos College well on their way to a win, but if they want to continue to pull on these victories in the next month, they're going to have to get these backups a little extra time, and these are great experiences for backup players. And
nice block from Anthony LeFou on the other end. Merriweather missed for Cerritos College. Back come the Falcons. Merriweather will try a wide open 3 from the corner, and he missed it again. On the other end, an easy 2. Transition bucket. Mitchell West got the board, and he finished an 18-point game under 5 left to go. But this one all but over.
Yeah, it certainly is. These backup players now slowly but surely checking in for Cerritos College, still showing the effort of the starters.
Well, the bucket missed. Watson can't get it to go on the tip-in. Rebound away to Thomas as Jeff Gonzalez will come back into the scorer's table. He's not done yet, and Dylan Biggs a big reason why. No foul called. He airballed the floater. On the other end, Jonathan Brown will back it out, and Cerritos College will run some more clock. Michael Wynn also over to the scorer's table. They'll both check in with 4:20 left to go. Do you need to put these two in up by 18?
Yeah, certainly a little bit questionable, if you will, but most surprising for Cerritos College is this is the first time all game that we see a Jamal Watson check into the act, and he nearly missed his first shot of the entire game.
4:19 left to go, an 18-point Cerritos College Falcon lead.
And I'm wondering why Jamal Watson, he had a bad game against Cypress, but all of a sudden now he's all the way hidden back in the bottom of the depth chart for Cerritos College, barely stepping in with 4 minutes to go.
Thomas with it on the other end. An open 3 is blocked away by Watson. Maybe that'll get him some more playing time as Gonzalez in transition was looking for Watson down low, but he bounced it too far out of Earl Watson's reach, and it's a turnover for Cerritos College, 4:01 left to go.
I'm totally with you, Chris. I have no idea why Gonzalez and Micah Wynn are out there. And I don't think this does anything but hinder their ability to come back in 7 days and play more basketball. Why in the world leave these starters on the field?
Thomas on the other end misses a three. Rebound to Gonzalez, who will give it up ahead to Wynn.
Maybe just make their stat book look a little bit more prettier.
Perhaps. An 18-point lead for Cerritos College. 3:30 left to go in the second half. Wynn will kick to the near side of the floor. Jonathan Brown controls. Back to Micah Wynn. Over to Douglas with 15 to shoot. Douglas down the lane will kick it. Wynn, he'll try a three from the corner. Rimmed out. Rebound to Dylan Biggs in Glendale College. In transition, the big man Biggs, he can run the floor. He takes the three, missed it long. Rebound Taylor Douglas, and now the Falcons, you'd think, would try to run some more clock. Brown in transition will give to Wynn, and sure enough, they'll back it out, will the Falcons, with 25 to shoot. Under 3 minutes left to play, a 74-56 Falcon lead.
Unlike last game that Cerritos College had, they are passing the basketball. Make it 5 passes on this possession.
Wynn fouled on his way to the bucket. It takes a hard hit to the floor. Luckily, he's not hurt, but in an 18-point lead, do you really want your superstar out there taking hard hits like that?
Yeah, really not just getting hit, but also these backups that need time down the stretch in a long 30-plus game season. Why have those guys still not in this basketball game?
Well, Micah Wynn will go to the free throw line for 2 more. He struggled from the line tonight, just 1 of 4, but 88% overall in the season. He'll get 2 more here with 2:51 left to go. The sophomore's first free throw rims in.
Barely, if you are for Cerritos College.
Well, that's been the night for the Falcons. Yeah. Everything that could go right has gone right.
Hopefully that continues to be the case for the Falcons, a ball club that started 1-5, now looking to win their second game. And if they're able to take care of things against Pasadena, this could be a team well back into it at 4-6.
And I think momentum plays a big part in it. Hopefully, even though it's a 7-day layover in between games, you can take the momentum out of the win here on the road and translate it into what should be another home win against Pasadena.
The question is not only winning, but how can you handle success after winning?
The three on the far side of the floor is no good from Mitchell West. Micah Wynn hit both at the line, a 20-point Falcon lead, and Wynn will bring it up here for the Falcons with 2.5 left to go. Partner, this one cooked, glazed, and just about ready to be sliced.
Oh, I think it already has, man, if you are. But, boy, this is a team, the difference between them being good and them going to the playoffs, do they continue to play this hard after winning basketball games? As they have lost a lot thus far this year. They're playing like a 2-6 ball club, trying to gnaw their way back into the postseason race. But once they get near there, if they're able to take care of business tonight and in a week from tonight, a home against Pasadena, can they continue to play this hard entering into league play? As you have a very good opportunity, does Cerritos College, with a win, a victory against Pasadena, and then a 3-day tournament before New Year's to crawl back to 500, even though they're 2-6.
Well, if you are Cerritos College, the only thing that really does matter when you're talking about the postseason is that conference slate, and it's tough. L.A. Harbor, L.A. Southwest, Long Beach, East L.A., all very good basketball teams.
Yeah, in that conference of only 5 basketball teams, 3 of which are ranked in the top 15 in Southern California.
On the other end, another turnover for the Falcons as Brown threw it away, was looking for Watson under the bucket. 1:55 left to go, 76-56. Glendale, they'll move to 1-6 on the year. Young team. 8 men on the roster, 7 are freshmen, 1's a sophomore, as the 3 is no good from the far side corner here, and a foul called as Christopher Hines on the rebound got poked in the eye, and it is in some pain as he has to head on over to the bench. Dylan Biggs, the lone sophomore, will check back in.
Yeah, Dylan Biggs, a phenomenal day for him. Well, one aspect that Glendale has, even though they will lose by obviously at least 20 points, but we'll get to it after this. Well, for the Vaqueros, one thing that they have proven is they can score with the basketball. They can shoot. This is a team that's looking to put up more than 56 here tonight. This is a team that has played relatively well. It's just And this is a very fixable aspect of their game. It's the turnovers, as they will commit more than 15 yet again here in this ball game. If they can resurrect the turnovers, this can be a very dangerous basketball team in the Western State South Conference.
Jonathan Brown will inbound here for the Falcons under the bucket. Earl Morgan fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line for 2 with 1:26 left to go. Still a 20-point lead at 76-56 for the Cerritos College Falcons. Be sure to stay tuned for our quick post-game recap. We'll get you caught up on stats and scores, along with what's up ahead for this Cerritos team, who takes on a 1-5 Pasadena squad next week at home, as Watson misses the first free throw, and now May will empty the bench. He'll get in number 55, Marquis Scott, along with Peter Rodriguez, the freshman.
Cerritos College, it really just was a clinic from behind the line. And with under 90 seconds to go, it's great to see some of these guys get in. Of course, I think a little too late, if you will.
Yeah,
they should have got these guys in way earlier if you're Coach Russ May.
On the other end for Glendale, they've been having trouble offensively all night long, but a foul called against the Falcons, and going to the line for 2 will be Cornelius McLean, the freshman, with 1:13 left to go.
Well, Glendale, obviously, one more time, they have proven that they can shoot with the basketball. This is a team that has played very well despite being outsized and obviously outstrengthed, if you will. This is a team that's a little small, especially with their main man, Jawan Thomas. Boy, does he just look a little bit like a munchkin. But just Glendale, despite their ineptitude with the size department, they have played very well. A team that's definitely showing a whole lot more effort than a ball club that'll fall to 1-6.
Well, the little munchkin just pulled down the offensive board, and he's fouled on the way back up.
See, that's what I'm talking about. More. That's the kind of work that I'm talking about.
That's the fight that you want to see in a team down by 19 with 1:09 left. But up ahead for the Vaqueros, they host the Vaquero Classic Tournament, which begins this upcoming Wednesday, December the 19th, and runs through the 20th. And their opponent in that one in round 1 will be Cuyamaca.
Mm-hmm.
Another team under 500. Let's see if the Vaqueros in that one can take care of business.
Unlike Cerritos College, which is storied, it's gone to the playoffs 4 of the last 5 years. Cuyamaca, not the same level of excellence. So no. I don't know if the Vaqueros will have nearly this type of defensive effort against Cuyamaca in a week, which is very promising because they could themselves crawl back into it with a win. They'd go up to 2-6.
Under a minute left to go, 76-59 Cerritos leads as Thomas got the 2 free throws at the line. On the other end, getting stripped down low for the Cerritos College Falcons was Marquis Scott, and coming the other way and turning it over was Hines for Glendale. Now 50 seconds left to go, and Cerritos College will have a happy bus ride, if you will, down the 5 freeway and merge onto the 605 back to Alondra Boulevard. That's the exit to Cerritos College.
Boy, did they make themselves home here tonight.
They did. They certainly did. In front of a sizable crowd, huh?
It certainly is.
76-59 as Cerritos will look to run as much clock as they can. Brown will continue to dribble to the near side of the floor. And now an illegal screen, as the referee told us. With 25 seconds left to go. Shot clock turned off.
These backups are struggling here with 2 minutes to go, but boy, I think part of the problem is you leave these guys rusty through 38 minutes, then you put them into the act, put them right in the fire, if you will, and expect these guys to come up to speed. They've been sitting on the sideline all game.
25 seconds left to go.
Sideline, is that an accurate term?
Yeah.
No.
Courtside.
Courtside, same
we're
deal, right?
making that transition over from football to basketball. Thomas will take a long 3 for Glendale. He'll airball it. Glendale will keep possession until they turn it over. An appropriate way to end this one. The clock will run to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cerritos will hold, and it'll be the 3rd victory on the season for Russ May's squad. The Cerritos College Falcons come to Glendale, California, and knock off the Glendale College Vaqueros tonight by a final of 76-59.
Well, this was a win that Cerritos College had to have. They wanted to crawl back into the thick of things there in the Southern Conference, and they did so with their their stalwart, best of the season ability from beyond the arc, making 80% from three-point land, and they really were living on the other end of the arc here tonight. 76 points, including, I believe, 14 threes that they made in this basketball game. Phenomenal effort. Russ May, his basketball team now at 3-6, is down and not out, Chris.
No, and they host 1-5 Pasadena next Friday night. We'll have that broad